Winston Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister of Great Britain, um, he used to quote, "This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning." And I'm going to take that part of that quote and and I'm going to make this quote from what I see from this perspective, as I see in the posts. Um, you know, there will be a post manosphere world, a post manosphere era. And I'm going to have to say this is what what is being witnessed is the beginning of the end. What I see, um, what needs to be, what I see what needs to be done here is this is evident that you need to change the culture. You got to change the culture to prevent something like this from occurring ever again. It's sad to see what happened go down the way it did. It's tragic to see that so much money, so much time, so much effort, so much talent being wasted on efforts by what just happened a few hours ago or within the last 28 hours, 48 hours. And and what's so funny about it, I wouldn't say it's funny, but when I use the term funny, I'm using the term lightly here. That people don't even can't even understand the concept that it's over with. It's been over. It's over with. You can't. You know, so much damage has been done. So much damage had occurred where listen, there is no coming back to. You got to make YouTube safe for content again. And this is the reason why. And just because what happened to Oswald Cobblepot, aka Obsidian, Muba Obsidian Ali, because it was so hard for even the one of the biggest black channels, because it's so difficult for the biggest one of the biggest black channels to get rid of to get rid of this personality should tell everybody that it's time to uh, repeal or to amend Section 230 out of the Communications Act. You see, when I watch Congress today, the Senate, I think they had a Senate hearing where Zuckerberg, who's from Facebook fame, was being grilled about why 13-year-old girls was being targeted by certain individuals. Or should I say certain ads, I should say. And pretty much most of these social security, not social security, social media corporations being grilled heavily because partially they see this foolishness as making money when they're too scared to man up, woman up, and actually do the right thing and actually do the right thing. I remember like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was on TRS and Talk Real Solutions. Shout out to Tyrone. I'm gonna be on, and if y'all really want to find me tonight, I'll be on Talk Real Solutions tonight. Hopefully, I am there. I can't promise you because it's Tyrone show. Be on Thursdays. But I was having a conversation to Nas. Shout out to Nas. And Nas and I had this back and forth, this conversation, not a beef. And he was talking about he wants to see Congress or the government at large to private to socialize or nationalize the social media um, websites. Take the hand of YouTube off the take YouTube off the hands of Google and make it into part of the United States government. Same way like how TikTok is a part of the Chinese government. Now, Nas is a left wing socialist, and he's very far to the left. But after witnessing what Elon Musk had done to Twitter, and then you got the Twitter file issues, and how the fascists and the far right nut jobs can take this, and then they use the internet to harass the mean people and so forth. I actually think the more and more I see what happened in the past 4 or 5 years, when CPS was called on certain people, teenage daughters was stalked online, daughters of certain YouTubers stalked online. So therefore, I gotta say this: I'm starting to agree with Nas. Sorry, not Naj. Nas. The government should pro, uh, socialize, naturalize these internet sites like Google, well, I mean, YouTube rather, Facebook, Instagram, and so forth, and cut this foolishness out. Cut this foolishness down. Knock it down. If you're not going to take down Section 230, then nationalize all these social media pages because the culture got to change. Now I know somebody going to say, "Well, Big J, you know, Big J. Well, It starts at home. Why you want to change the culture? It starts at home. See, that's one of the biggest cop out. Um, that's one of the biggest cop outs I ever heard. Right. Well, first of all, that starts at home foolishness. That's for adolescents. That's for children and adolescents. When I said change the culture, I'm talking to you grown folks, those who are 30 years old, those of y'all who are in your 40s, those of y'all in your 50s, some of y'all senile individuals in your 60s and 70s. And sadly, one of y'all is up in y'all's 80s doing this foolishness. So, yes, nationalize the social media companies so you won't have another Obsidian. You won't have a BGS. You won't have these people doing, especially Obsidian. You won't be having all these nefarious people promoting sexism, racism, or any other type of ism and bother the people with it. That's what needs to happen. And slowly and slowly, I agree with Naj. Nationalize, socialize these social media corporations. And that's what needs to happen. Yeah, in the wake of what happened to Kimberly Foster's takedown of Obsidian, I think that's really what needs to happen. Socialize, nationalize Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and the like. Because it's time to start making things right again. It's time to make YouTube safe for content again. See, I know how it feels like to be ganged upon. Been ganged upon for like at least like 2, 3 weeks now. Because I decided to challenge the talking points of what you call Negro YouTube, the chitlin circuit of YouTube. So I don't want to hear nobody coming behind me talk about it starts at home. No, you're grown. Whatever your mama told you, your daddy told you, your pastor, your coach, your guidance counselor, the teacher, your best friend's daddy, whoever it was around you, any authority figure, their words don't mean nothing now you ain't because you're grown. You're 30 years old. You old enough to be president of the United States. You old enough to be to drink, and you acting out of pocket. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna be over here tonight. I'll be on Talk Real Solutions tonight. Hopefully, you know, I hope this topic comes up because I gotta really say something tonight about it. But anyway, y'all be easy, and I'm out. Peace.